Hey guys, it's Wednesday on the Rebels, and I'm Amber Sweeney, and this week's topic is reviews. Since it's pretty much understood that I like reviews because I do them on memyshelfandI.com, I am instead going to tell you how I do a review. And this is my own personal way of doing reviews. Everyone has their own process. I'm not saying that you should do things this way. And I actually welcome you in the comment section below to tell me how you review. If it's the same as mine, if it's different as mine. I'm always kind of looking for new ways to sort of get things done. So, anyway, let's get into this. This is how I review. There's not very many steps, very simple. What you should do first, the very first thing you should do, and I would have to say that it's probably one of the most important steps, is to get a book. Books look like this. They are generally rectangle, and they have lots of pages with writing on them. Okay, this is a book. Now, books come in different forms, so I don't want you to go to the store expecting that every book is going to have a paperback, because books also come in another form called hardcover. Okay, now, what you should understand about the difference between a paperback and a hardcover is that a paperback's cover is made of paper and a hardcover's book cover is made of hard. Okay? Got it? Good. So, the next thing that you do, again, this next part, I think it might be actually as important as the first step. Could be more important. And the next thing you're going to do, so step 2, if you're writing these down, is that you need to open the book and read it. Because you can't really do a review if you don't read a book. Even though sometimes you might read reviews where it seems like the person didn't read the book and still doing a review on it anyway. You're going to want to read all of the words, and you're going to want to start at the beginning of the book, okay, left to right. Unless you're reading a book in Korean. I actually have one. I don't know where it is though. And then I think you read from like bottom to top and right to left, right to whatever. Okay, so anyway. Step 1, get a book. Step 2, read the book. We're caught up. Everyone's written this down. We're following along. Okay, the next step in reviewing a book, how I do things, of course, is that I sit down and I go through my notes. I take notes as I review books because, much like my mouth, my brain moves at about 1,000 miles an hour. And if I don't write down things I want to remember or take notes on certain pages, I will forget them. And then I will write a review and be super upset that I left out something important or interesting that I think the readers need to know. A good way to take notes for me, because I think that writing inside of a book is the surest way to wind up in hell, is to get Post-it notes. I have them everywhere in my house. Literally everywhere in my house. Pretty sure there's some in the bathroom. I may have to look later. Anyway, I go back, I go over my notes, and then I sit down I don't know what we're on now. Step F. We go to the computer and we write our review. After I write my review, I review my review, and then I review the review of my review. And I make sure of a few things. One, that I'm not blatantly comparing it to another book. I also make sure that it's not a book report. That's really important to me. Anyone can write a book report. I don't want a book report. When I read a review, I want to know how it made you feel, where it took you, the kind of stuff it evoked in you. I don't want to know how the book ended. So I avoid spoilers as much as humanly possible, especially when reviewing a series of books, and you know, everyone kind of knows the beginning, but nobody really knows the end yet. After I do that, I go over it one last time. I know that this last part may seem a bit strange to you guys if you've ever read one of my personal reviews on my blog, because they're usually poorly punctuated and full of typos, but I just call that character. You know, I think that just makes it my own. So I go ahead and I put that up on the blog. And then I share it on Twitter. And then I share it on Facebook. And that's how I review. Pretty easy. And then it's sort of rinse repeat. You know, I start back over at the beginning. So Wednesday wants to know, how do you review?